to go visit China, which is very much, as you'll see, has some third world characteristics about it. I'll be going over 5 things. One of them it's learning, transportation, food, language, and the culture, and then actually going out there and exploring it. I'm not sure what your guys' itinerary is, but
we are visiting Beijing, Xi'an, and Shanghai.
Okay. We flew into Shanghai when we went, which is kind of the mid right-hand side, right by the coast. I think we were there for about a week, and then we went to Junzhou. I think the Z's are pronounced J's. It's kind of in the middle, upper, right here. So we
So Dutch.
sorry. Yeah, so then we went to Junzhou, to Xi'an, which is a really cool city behind walls, and then we visited CIOS, which is Professor Weiss's college university that he designed, and then we ended our trip in Beijing. It was about 30 days or so, 4 or 5 weeks, I don't remember exactly, but it was fantastic. I guess you guys are going to Europe too, but I encourage you guys to really get out there and take everything in, because being in China and seeing how they do things from, they may not be right, they use a lot of bamboo scaffolding, but just to see how they operate and how they function, their construction, and how different it is from ours. So we went on a lot of, I guess, site trips. Junchan was fortunate enough to still have some contacts to put us in touch with some folks, and this here, right here is a photo that we went to one of the high rises, or I think this was just like a single family high rise or something that they were building. As you can see here, some bamboo scaffold. Well, I guess they have bamboo lattice. Usually, you'll see a lot of bamboo scaffold just walking down the road, just as they're working on their high rises. And now, I mean, some of this bamboo scaffolding will be like 4 stories high, which is very surprising. We did a lot of trips. This is in Xi'an, learning about the culture, and I think these are like burial pagodas or something that we visited, a lot of visiting places. Here is Professor Weiss talking about his CIOS University that he built. This is the main, I don't know, are y'all getting to go to CIOS?
No, yeah.
He did a little corridor area. Each one of his buildings is like, how he did his architecture was like one type Spanish, one type is influenced by European, some parts are Greek, and this is his little area in the causeway that he's explaining everything to us. This is a memorial that they did. It's actually in their library. It's like this really huge, probably about the size of this wall. And they chiseled this out of stone. This Professor Weiss. It's like a monument to him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so he's looking over plans. So. Anyway.
Wow.
This is in Beijing. The bird's nest, as you guys will see. You guys will notice, I did my thesis on quality control and how they integrate it, and how it's different from between the United States. But I try to notice the buildings. This building, we went to Onana, so this building was a year old. And it's either that they don't take care of things, or it's just things are done differently. So I encourage you just to notice a lot of how construction is different. Another thing I wanted to touch on was transportation. Whether or not our professors intended to do it, I don't know, but we took, I think, every mode of transportation available in China. When you get off the plane, I don't know if you guys are flying, or anyway, when you get into the terminal in Shanghai, you will get there by a maglev train. It's like a magnetic, so it just kind of floats. And this is the maglev train that you either take or depart from the airport. This is, I don't know exactly, I think it's like 200 miles an hour or 250 kilometers, something like that, but you're going super fast. It was one of the first fast rapid transit trains. Another form of transportation, we took a night ride ferry buffet thing on, this is actually in Shanghai, this is the Pearl Tower here. So this is one night when we took a little ferry on the waterway.
And we are taking that ferry on our last day in Shanghai. So our trip will conclude with this dinner.
Anyway, it's cool. I guess we'll go over food later, but what you get at that place is really interesting, food-wise. But we had a great time. This is us in a train station waiting for maybe a train to Xi'an or something. Sure, this is a random sight to a lot of Chinese folks. They had a bunch of bags, and everyone had like little bags. This is in Xi'an. This is what I was talking about. So they have this wall that's surrounding the city. It's like this ancient wall. So we had the bright idea of renting bikes, but not only renting bikes, but to bicycle race around the entire wall. And so that's what we're doing here, is bicycling around. And I think everyone got about halfway and they're like really exhausted. So the last half of the trip.
And we have planned this activity as well, so you will be doing.
I hope I'm not ruining some of your stuff. Yeah, so here's us at the, I think this is at the beginning, so we're not tired yet. But we had some folks do a tandem, so you guys should do a tandem too. We actually have some funny photos on there that I didn't include in this PowerPoint, or this slide. We also, this is in Chios, I believe. We rented some scooters, or these guys rented some scooters. So I would not do it in the city. This is like rural area. But yeah, this is the I don't know if this is the Forbidden City. This is in Shanghai, but it's about 4 hours outside of Shanghai. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but there's a huge lake. There's islands in the lake. We spent an entire day there.
Yeah,
it was
it's
fun.
Hangzhou.
Yeah, Dongzhou.
We have a free day, so
Yeah.
if they would like to go, they can take the train.
Yeah, this is a really cool place. I guess you don't realize some of these places are just so massive. They're just massive. And so we actually ate some food here, and we had a great time. These guys are having a good time. So the other things that I was talking about is food. This is Peking duck, which I'm sure you guys will eat at one of your stops. We had, or if you don't, you should try. This is really famous in Beijing. This is what sultans and princes, or all the dynasties ate, was this Peking duck. This is in Xi'an at one of the night markets. So during the day, these things are empty, and then you come out at night, and then you have all the vendors who set up shop, and everyone walks around and eats. Everything's pretty cheap, so you guys should eat as much as you want. But it's really fun. Everyone's lively, and they really come out and eat. They really enjoy their eating. This is in Beijing. This is, I think this little road strip place is on like Andrew Zimmerman's weird crazy food or whatever it is. This place is on there. It's really, there's a lot of tours. And so what we did is we like went down and ate a bunch of weird stuff. This is John eating some scorpion. That actually ate one of those. It was really good. I couldn't eat it all. That was some cockroach or something. It's nasty. This is street food. They serve a lot of goat on skewers. It's kind of spicy. So that's all we pretty much ate was street food, like skewers. You need a lot of them. Here's a chicken head. One thing about food, let's see, I wanted to touch on was, I think it's the last slide, food. One thing I wanted to touch on was breakfast. So we were staying at these hotels and stuff,